Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. I guess there's an issue with Disney right now. Well, there's a lot of issues with Disney. I mean, this Disney of today is just all messed up. But I guess apparently a black American female actor is pretty upset in claiming that Disney didn't protect her from racism because the show, some type of a show that she was starring in, I think it's some kind of Star Wars show, whatever that she was starring in, was canceled. No one wanted to watch it, and I believe she was the lead actor in this. And she claimed it was due to racism. Look, we're going to get right into this. I want to read a portion of this article here to you guys. Now, this article is a opinion piece. So what the portion that I read to you guys, it is someone's opinion, and he has some words in it that's very opinionated. So I'm just going to read it, and I'm going to get right into this because to me, I already see what the issue is, and I've spoke on this quite a few times in past videos, but I really want to speak on this again because this is becoming a real issue among, and I hate to say it, among a lot of black Americans. No one wants to take personal responsibility. And so this is a sad case. So let's get right into this. And I've been hated for this, but at this point, I don't care. I really don't care because what is true is what is true. But anyway, Glamour magazine chose someone named Jodie Turner Smith. I have no idea who that is. Okay, this is the person talking here. And yeah, so you see right then and there, this magazine chose this person, Jodie Turner Smith, someone that no one probably heard of. And let me show you the picture of this person. I hope this ain't no train. I don't know if you can see it. It's not really. Wait a minute. She's not a bad looking person. Okay, she's not bad looking. She's really pretty, but being pretty is not enough. You have to have some talent. Okay. Anyway, as Woman of the Year. And this Woman of the Year claims she's the victim of racism and Disney did nothing to protect her from it. Apparently, Turner Smith starred in the Disney streaming series, The Acolyte, whatever that is, another one of those dumb and very woke Star Wars streaming series everyone hated. This one was so bad, it was canceled practically before the credits on the first season final finished rolling. Anyway, without presenting any evidence, and you can bet Glamour didn't ask for any, we're told it was all about the racism. The show was unceremoniously canceled, allegedly due to low ratings, writes Glamour, as though there could be any other reason. In the weeks leading up to the season final, the cast faced relentless torrents of racist abuse online from so-called fans who couldn't handle a black actor leading a Star Wars series, end quote. And here's the the writer's comment. He says, this is why Hollywood is dying creatively and financially. Rather than blame the show's failure on their own failure to give fans what they want, they blame the fans for being racist, even in the country that made Oprah Winfrey, Morgan Freeman, Eddie Murphy, Prince, Michael Jackson, Dwayne Johnson, Michael Jordan, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, Tina Turner, and Barack Obama superstars. Yep. Hell, a black woman might become our next president, if you want to call her black. That's all I need to read right there. You already get the gist of what he was saying. Yeah, he's right. I've talked about that in other videos, about this whole idea, oh, it's all about race. It's all about race. Even though he's mentioned that, they'll go over that. People that, black Americans that feel like that they're failures, that they're messed up, that no one wants to watch them, no one wants to listen to them. It's because they're black, and we don't want to. Man, stop it. So let me just give you my opinion on this. It ain't because you're black, boo boo. Okay, it's not. I don't think that's what it is. Look, I've never seen this lady. I don't watch Disney. I don't read Glamour. Look. I have no, so I don't know who she is. And I'm not saying that perhaps some people didn't say anything racist towards her. Maybe they did. I don't know. I wasn't there. Maybe somebody called her the N-word. I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't there. Okay. Maybe she did experience this. I don't know. But here's what I suspect. Because this is the same thing that I hear all the time. Now, according to what the writer of that article said, she supposedly was made a lead in a Star Wars series or whatever. And it was a flop. The Acolyte, whatever the heck that means, was a flop. And I guess it was a flop because these white people didn't want to watch this black woman being the lead in this series. And there was a problem for them. Now, I don't think that's the issue. Like I said, I didn't watch this show. I don't know. It could have been a suck show. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. But I don't think that's the issue, okay? Because as the writer of the article said, it can't be merely that the person is black. It has to do with talent. It has to do with clout. You have to have clout. And am I saying this woman didn't have clout? I don't know. But I highly doubt she has any kind of clout. Brian, I highly doubt she has any kind of clout. I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it because as the writer of the article says, she came out of nowhere and they put this big Glamour magazine, put her up as Woman of the Year out of nowhere. Nobody ever heard of her. It's like they picked some black woman with dark skin, put her up here to make it say, and see, that's the problem. When you elevate race and gender over talent, it always tends to mess up. It always tends to end horribly. When you elevate race and talent, when you elevate race rather and gender over talent, you're going to have a problem. Now, I'm not saying this woman has no talent at all, but she don't have clout with the talent. Think about Bruce Lee, or at least that's what I suspect. You think about Bruce Lee, martial arts Bruce Lee. One of the issues with Bruce Lee, and I know a lot about Bruce Lee, okay? So nobody say, well, you ain't never studied Bruce. Man, I've been studying, reading up on Bruce Lee, reading books on Bruce Lee, and watching documentaries on Bruce Lee all the way back in the 90s. So I don't want to hear it. And I don't want to hear it. I know a lot about him, a whole lot about him, more than an average person. So let's not even talk that. But one of the issues with Bruce Lee here in the States, in America, and most of you who know something about his history, is that he struggled with discrimination in American TV shows and series. He had a problem with the character, the stereotypical ideology or the stereotypical image that many of the Hollywood producers and TV producers wanted to present him as. This Asian guy, doink 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 doink, with slanted eyes, and that's how he that's how he described it. He's like, the heck with it, and he had that issue. But I think part of the issue too was that a lot of these producers, it wasn't just they looked at him and racially and like, oh, we think you inferior, although you saw some of that in the way they presented these caricatures of Chinese people. But will he make us money? Will people want to view a Chinese lead actor who speaks very broken English or has a very, very strong Chinese accent? And he did. It was hard to understand Bruce Lee. I remember watching Enter the Dragon, and he was pretty well established then, and he still had a strong, Chinese accent. No offense to Chinese. I love all Chinese Americans, okay? But in the movie, Enter the Dragon, during the fight with the other guy when he was putting his, I forget the other guy's name, and he punches the board, and Bruce Lee looks at him and is like, boards don't hit back. And for years, I thought he said, no, please don't take this. But it's just like, I thought he said, boards donkey back. I literally thought he said, boards donkey back, because his accent was so thick, I couldn't understand what he was saying. And then finally, I would say like really not too long ago, like a few years ago, I can't find out that he said boards don't kick back or hit back, something like that. But his accent was so strong, I thought he said boards donkey back. And it's crazy because I was listening to another person who was watching the movie, and when that scene came up, she said the same thing. She was like, what did he say? Boards donkey back? So I wasn't alone. Boards donkey back. What the heck that got to do with anything? So for years, I'm thinking he said it because his accent was so strong. And it was stuff like that. Many of his co-actors and friends would say that the Hollywood producers would hold back some of his dialogue because people couldn't understand what he was saying. And so it was a lot of it wasn't just, okay, you inferior to us. We think you inferior because you're not white. A lot of it was marketability, being able to market him. You know, he was a Chinese guy who had a strong Chinese accent, and will people want to watch him when they want to watch him? And that was an issue. And what's my point? I think you get my point. It's all, but see what Bruce Lee had to do. Let me add a little bit more to what Bruce Lee had to do. He had to work on it. He had to work on his accent. He had to work on his English. But what made Bruce stand out, though, what made him stand out was his martial arts skills. And when the 1960 show A Green Hornet came out, it didn't last for I think it lasted like a season or two. It didn't really get much ratings. But the people that did tuned in because of Bruce Lee. So that's when Bruce Lee ended up having to leave, and he went back to Southeast Asia and made The Big Boss, and then that was huge. And then he came back to the States, and then that's when it's like, okay, now you have clout. We can work with you now. Now you have clout. See, so we can work with you now. Now you marketable. You can make us some money. More people want to see you now. And that's what it's really all about when it comes down to. It all comes down to taking your talent, building on your talent, developing your talent, and making yourself shine, okay? Because the public relations people and the marketers, they can only make you shine so much. At the end of the day, it's up to that celebrity, it's up to that singer, it's up to that writer, it's up to that artist or whatever to make themselves shine. Shine enough to where the producers and others say, okay, your light is bright enough for us to want to incorporate you into what we're trying to do. And then we're going to try to polish the shine and make it shine even more so that millions of people will want to watch you and we can make some money. Okay? But if your light is, nobody can see it but you, and then you come out of nowhere and somebody puts you in a position all in the name of equality, elevating your gender and your race over talent and your light and your shine, what do you think is going to happen? People can't see your shine. They can't see your light, so they're not going to watch you. It's not just race. And let's be realistic. Most of the lead actors in a lot of these Star Wars shows, movies and stuff, particularly in the movies, from what I know, were white. If you put someone black in there, I can see, if it's someone who has real clout, a lot of clout, I can see people wanting to see him. But if you just take someone out of nowhere, all in the name of equality and equity and all this other foolery, and you put them in there and no one knows nothing about them, and there's nothing distinctive about their acting abilities that stands out and makes them unique and be like, oh man, this person is awesome, what do you think is going to end up happening? And I hate to say this, man, I hate to say this, and I hate this like this. And I know people criticize me for this, and I know people don't like me for this, but I'm going to say it anyway. And like one person said, I'm going to say it anyway, because at the end of the day, it's my opinion, it's what I believe, and I believe it to be true to a large extent in this country. When are we going to take personal responsibility for what we do in anything? Denzel Washington took personal responsibility. All those, Oprah Winfrey took personal responsibility. All these major black actors and celebrities and musicians and football players took personal responsibility, and they worked their butt off to be the best they could be. Even if they face some racism, even if they face some discrimination, I'm pretty sure some of them did, simply because they were black. They didn't say, oh, I'm so sad, racism, let's go protest. They said, you know what, they said if they experience this, you're not going to stop us. You're not going to stop me. I'm going to do what I need to do to shine. And they made themselves shine above everyone. They worked hard on it and they persevered. Where is that? Where is that in the black community, man? Where is that among many black Americans? When are we going to get to the point where we start taking personal responsibility for ourselves, stop booing and crying, and do what we need to do and be the best we can be in whatever field we can be in? So that's what I had to say about that. I said that umpteen times, but what's there different to talk about? Because I feel this is the major issue with a lot of these black people. Every time they fail at something, it's racism. No, boo-boo. Most of it, I'd say 99.9% of it is not racism. It's just that you ain't all that in the bag of chips. Like some people may believe I ain't all that in the bag of chips with my YouTube channel. Okay, fine. I don't care. I do what I do because I like to do it. I like to do what I do. I like to talk. Okay, that's what it is. I like to give commentary on issues. Hey, it's all good. I'm doing it. You ain't. So, and if you are and you real more successful than me, praise God. God bless you. God bless you. At the end of the day, once I get through with my videos, I'm happy that I did what I wanted to do, and I'll move on to the next phase. Okay. So it is what it is. Look, at the end of the day, you got to work on yourself. You got to work on your talent. You got to develop your talents and your abilities and your strength to the best of your ability, and then make yourself shine. Okay. And then when you do that, people will recognize you for your talent, for your abilities, and they will listen to you. They will watch you. They will hear you. That's how it goes, man. It is what it is. But yeah, that's what I had to say about that. Yeah, what do you guys think about what I just read there? What do you think about this person? Do you know her? I don't know her. I never heard of her. Do you know her? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.